Hey guys, what is up? It's Lauren here, back with a new video. Welcome back. And if you're new here, hello. Today, as you can see, I'm dressed like I'm going to an interview. I didn't have a brown trench coat, so this is where we are. Let's go ahead and put these on. I look insane. So today we have Taylor Swift's Red album, Taylor's version. I am so excited to listen to this just because I do know a few songs off of Red already, and we are going to be doing a two-part series to this. So today we'll be ending at Begin Again, but I'm also going to include All Too Well 10-minute version. Just going into the track list here, what songs do I know? So I know I Knew You Were Trouble, All Too Well. I don't know if I've heard the actual version of All Too Well. I think I've only just heard the 10-minute version. 22, We Are Never Getting Back Together. I think that's it. Looking at this track list, oh my god, Phoebe Bridgers is on this. Chris Stapleton, Ed Sheeran. What's with her and Ed Sheeran? I don't know that.
From Lauryn's MacBook Air.
You don't gotta tell everybody my business now. I don't know too much about this album. I've tried to do a little bit of research, but I mean, there wasn't much. So if you guys have some things, at least for this first half, I don't know. I kind of like to dive in blind and then research things because it helps me get my own personal feel of the album without having the influence of like what it's about or what it should be about. Okay, let's get into this artwork first and foremost. I love this photo of her. As you can see, we're matching, sorta, not really. Yeah, this artwork, she looks very beautiful. It looks very vintage as well. I don't really remember what the last one looked like the original. Oh yeah, the Taylor's version cover completely eats up the original. We have a 2-hour-long album, but like I said, it's going to be in 2 parts. I've always said that the world is a different place for the heartbroken. It moves on a different axis at a different speed. Time skips backwards and forwards fleetingly. The heartbroken might go through thousands of micro emotions a day trying to figure out how to get through it without picking up the phone to hear that old familiar voice. In the land of heartbroken, moments of strength, independence, and devil may care rebellion are intricately woven together with grief, paralyzing vulnerability, and hopelessness. Imagining your future might always take you on a detour back to the past. And this is all to say that this is my version of Red. Musically and lyrically, Red resembled a heartbroken person. It was all over the place, a fractured mosaic of feelings that somehow all fit together in the end. Happy, free, confused, lonely, devastated, euphoric, wild, and tortured. Tortured? Like the poets department? And tortured by memories past. Like trying on pieces of new life, I went into the studio and experimented with different sounds and collaborators. And I'm not sure if it was pouring my thoughts into this album, hearing thousands of your voices sing the lyrics back to me in passionate solidarity, or if it was simply time, but something was healed along the way. Sometimes you need to talk it over and over and over for it to really ever be over. Like your friend who calls you in the middle of the night, going on and on about their ex, I just couldn't stop writing. This will be the first time you hear all 30 songs that were meant to go on Red, and hey, one of them is even 10 minutes long. Sincerely, Taylor. Let's go. We need this turned up. Okay. I like this already.
I'm walking fast through the traffic lights, busy streets and busy lives, and all we know.
I love this. This is so good, man.
And I never saw you coming.
I'm about to cry. I'm not crying in this video. Fuck. I literally feel like I'm becoming a Swiftie because like the excitement that I get before I have to like dive into an album of Taylor's, it's always such a new sound and it's always such a new experience for me as like a new listener. It's just so exciting, man, to just jump back in. And I love this chorus right here. I want to see what she's gonna do in this the rest of these verses, but this chorus, amazing. I look like a pastor. And I remember I was saying I wanted some rock Taylor. Like, this is rock. This is rock. I love this. If this is what I'm in for, I'm man. I really like this sound from her. She's eating this shit up, man. Mosaic Broken Hearts. Prologue. Why would you recommend Reputation before this? Is that the first time she said the song name? I think so. Bro, what? Man, this song is already so good. Like, let's go ahead and add that to the library.
And I never saw you
Oh, I know when she did this live, it was fucking crazy. Amazing track, man. That was 4 minutes, of almost 5 minutes. That didn't even feel like 5 minutes. That felt like a 2-minute song. It went by so fast. I love her getting into her rock bag, even though it's like very subtle, but this is kind of what I was talking about in my folklore video about like Taylor doing a rock album. And I don't know if this whole album is like has rock influences in it, but the intro, I mean, I feel like I haven't disliked a Taylor intro for her albums yet. They've just been so incredible. I love those strings. Is that a banjo? Not Taylor went rock. Oh my god, I need to fucking compose myself. Taylor having these rock elements, it suits her voice so well. And when I heard Folklore for the first time, I immediately was like, yeah, that would make sense. Like, why hasn't she done a rock album or a rock influence album? And it's sort of country. Like, this is like a very blended track of genres. Ooh, Loving Him is red. Why was Loving Him red? I know that's right. I love this chorus. Y'all know I like the fucking guitar solos. Taylor, what? Red was so good, State of Grace was so good, and in Red, I love how she's talking about basically like her feelings and emotions, but she's not being direct about it. Like she's more so comparing them to colors, which people do quite often when speaking of emotions, especially blue. But I don't know. I love that. I love that.
Put your lips close to mine, as long as they don't touch. Till the gravity's too much.
Love the vocals.
And I'll do anything you say, if you say it with your hands. This love is treacherous. This path is
What the fuck?
irregular. I hear the sound of my own voice asking you to stay.
I like how she says, I can't decide if it's a choice getting swept away. I hear the sound of my own voice asking you to stay. I don't know who she was with at the time, but this also might not be about her personally. What away with words, Taylor. I feel like everything that she sings about when it comes to love, I can just relate so heavily to some of the content in her lyrics, even some of the like more vulnerable or darker songs that aren't really about love and relationships. I don't know, it's really cool when you can find an artist that you can relate to through their lyrics, even if their stories or songwriting isn't necessarily lining up directly with what you're going through. Sometimes you can take a song and interpret it a very specific way that can, I don't know, help you move through life.
This love is treacherous. This path is irregular.
One of the things I was going to say about this album so far, honestly, it is her most cohesive so far. I feel like even over Evermore and Folklore, like obviously I have like 25 songs more to go, but so far I feel like this is the most sonically cohesive album. We are 3 for 3 right now, and this was a cute song. I feel like it's a song that's like, you're scared to love someone, but you just end up saying fuck it, basically. I mean, we've heard the content of this before in other songs before, but I mean, whatever. But I like how it sounds sonically. Like, I love this style of her last 3 tracks. It's almost like a mix of pop, country, and rock, and it's very cool to kind of blend those sounds together and come up with these 3 tracks. I was in your sights, you got me alone, you found me, you found me, you found me.
I guess you didn't care, and I guess I like.
She does sound like more mature, obviously.
And he's long gone when he's next to me.
If you've never heard this song, like, where the fuck have you been?
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now. Put me to places I've never been. Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble.
I think most of the Taylor radio hits that I dislike are like after 1989, because Red has some big hitters on here that also like were guilty pleasures of mine.
Pretends he doesn't know that he's the reason why you're drowning, you're drowning, you're drowning. He
He met who?
when he met me.
But guess what?
And I realized the joke is on me. I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Shame on me now. Lying on a cold hard ground.
Comes creeping in that you never
Do I
loved
remember this
me,
part?
or her, or anyone, or anything.
Oh yeah. She hit that note, man. Oh my god, what a hit. I mean, that was a huge song when it came out. And I find it really cool how I Knew You Were Trouble came directly after Treacherous in the track list, because in Treacherous she's kind of talking about not hesitating getting into a relationship, but kind of having this fear of involving yourself with a specific person, but then just being like, whatever, I'm just gonna do it, fuck it. And then going into I Knew You Were Trouble, it kind of, I don't know. That's a very smart move. That's a very smart move to line those songs up next to each other. Before we go to 22, I'm going to do All Too Well, and then I'm going to do All Too Well 10, and then we'll continue the album, just because I am going to continue it here because I do want to watch the short film. Before we get into All Too Wells, we are going to go over the quick story time of how I actually heard the song. I feel like who would know this song, like, unless you're like a big fan, or I've never heard of it ever. So 2 months ago, February, it was my friend's birthday, so we went to a birthday dinner, and she invited friends that I just didn't know. I mean, that happens at most birthday dinners, but I ended up ordering an Uber on my account. But I was in the car with one of my friends and then 2 other girls that I didn't really know that well. So as we get in the car, I get the aux, as one does, and I asked them, I'm like, hey, what do you guys want to listen to? And they're like, they both scream Taylor Swift, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my god. I just look at one of my other friends and I'm like, Lord, we got into the wrong Uber. So I'm like, okay, what do you want to hear? And I just go like, what do you want to hear, 1989? And then she's like, ew, no, I do not like Taylor's pop stuff. And then she was like, play All Too Well 10. And I'm like, what? Play what? Like, you're asking me to play? I don't know these songs. So I ended up turning on, and mind you, our Uber ride is probably like 15 to 20 minutes away. So we only got one more song after this. Because I was like, girl, you just took up the whole ride with your one song. To request a 10-minute song on the aux is insane. Especially if it's not like a road trip, or like that person is not already familiar with the song. It's absolutely insane. But me being the people pleaser I am, I played it. And once I played it, I never downloaded something onto my phone so fast. It was so good. I literally was in the seat, like, brightness down after I just talked shit. I was like, and then the song goes off and I'm like, yeah, I really fuck with that. I was like, this is actually very good, for Taylor Swift. And they're like, yeah, we don't really like her pop stuff, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I really don't either. But I've never really listened to her like that. I've only heard what I've heard. And then I was like, we're just gonna play our song because that's just nostalgic for me. And we played that and we were all just screaming and chanting our song. It was such a good moment. It was such a nice, wholesome moment. But anyways, enough rambling. We're gonna go to All Too Well. I've never heard the original. I've never heard the non 10-minute version. This song is so good, man.
Oh, your sweet disposition, my wide-eyed gaze. We're singing in the car, getting lost upstate. That magic's not here.
They were screaming this song, man.
Okay,
I was like, there's no way.
Cause there we are again on that little town street. You almost ran the red cause you were looking over me. Wind in my hair, I was there, I remember it all too well. You told me about your past, thinking your future with me. And I know it's long gone and there was nothing else I could do. I forget about you long enough.
This song is so fucking good, man. I'm like, when I tell you I was gagged in real life, I was like, bro, there's no way I've never heard this song. Like, and then I realized, girl, you've never heard any albums for real. I love the disoriented guitar chords.
And maybe we got lost in translation. Maybe I asked for
Translation.
too much, but
This album is very like love song driven and like heartbreak driven. Sometimes she'll have like songs on albums about different subject matter, but this is very consistent in its writing. Like I said, it's the most cohesive, I feel like, album to date. Because even on Folklore and Evermore, even though I like them sonically, some songs are kind of like out of place there. But like Red so far is absolutely insane.
It smells like me. Can't get rid of it. 'Cause you remember it all too well. 'Cause here we are again. When I loved you so. Back before you lost the one real thing you've ever known.
Let's go into the 10-minute version. I feel like this is what a lot of people prefer when listening to this song. Is this explicit? Was the OG explicit? It was not. Oh, I'm excited. Hold on, let me find these lyrics. Hold on. And I'm sorry I skipped around just to get to this song, but I do want to watch this short film because I won't be filming part 2 until next week.
I walked to the door with you. The air was cold, but something about it felt like home somehow. And in your
I love it. Yeah.
now.
Like this one sounds better. It just, maybe it sounds the same. Am I tripping?
You told me about your past, thinking your future was me, and you were tossing me the car keys, but the patriarchy.
This sounds more, it sounds like more, obviously more mature, but I'm trying to find the word for it. Like angry? Like she's kind of coming at it on the 10-minute version versus the other one was kind of like, hee hee. It was like a little like sweeter. And this one is like a completely, I don't know if it's the way that she's singing or like, I don't know.
And you held my lifeless frame, and I know it's forgotten. There was nothing else I could do, and I forget about you long enough to forget who I needed to. Here we are again in the middle of the night. We're dancing around the kitchen in the refrigerator light. You kept me like a secret, but I kept you like an oath, sacred prayer, and we swear to remember it all too well. It was a masterpiece till you tore it all up. Running scared, I was there, I remember it all too well. And you call me up again just to break me like a promise. So casually,
definitely more angry.
in the name of being honest. You said if we had been closer in age, maybe it would have been fine. And that made me want to die. Die with self-effacing jokes. Sipping coffee like you're on a late night show. But then he
She's
watched me
coming
watch the
at
front
this
door all
bitch.
night. Really be my old self again, but I'm still trying to find it after
Damn.
plaid shirt days and nights when you made me your own. Now you mail back my things and I walk home alone.
This feels like the letter that you write your ex after, no, fuck a letter. This feels like the text that you send back, 10-minute version, that you send back to an ex that has texted you out of like nowhere. And you're just like, you know what? Actually, I do have time today. I have time today. So let's go ahead. Let me give you a piece of my mind. Taylor, it feels like she's like, I'm like this because of you. I hate you. Like everything that went wrong in our relationship gave me so many mental issues. Like she says things like, time won't fly. It's like I'm paralyzed by it. I'd like to be my old self again, but I'm still trying to find it. Damn.
I remember it all too well. When you were older, but your lovers stay my age. From when you're Brooklyn broke my skin and bones. I'm a soldier who's returning half her weight. And did the twin flame through and how it glistened as it fell.
Fuck. I love this verse 6.
When flame bruised paint you blue, just between us did the
Call back to Treacherous, I believe.
snow, and how it glistened as it fell. I remember it all too well.
Man, that was the best verse on the song. That verse 6, to even be saying verse 6 is insane, but that verse 6, that might be one of Taylor's like Hall of Fame tracks. This song could have fit so well on Evermore too. Like I feel like All Too Well 10-minute version could fit so well on Evermore. How often do you guys listen to All Too Well 10? I feel like for it to be a 10-minute song, because some of my favorite like longer songs I definitely don't play too often, but they are some of my favorite songs. So I'm curious to know, like, how often do you guys play that one versus the original, or do you not even care for it at all? If that's the case, then we are not on the same wavelength. But wow, I don't even know what the fuck to say after that. 22. Let's go. I fucking hate this song. Yeah, this is so such a whatever. I haven't heard this song in like a decade, bro. Wanna know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be alright if you keep me next to you. You don't know about me, but I'll bet you want to. Everything will be alright if you just keep dancing next to you. Butchering these words so bad. Yeah, we're happy, free, confused, and lonely in the best way. It's miserable, magical, oh yeah. So maybe I do not, maybe I like this song. Hold the fuck up. This is just nostalgia. It's nostalgia. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be alright if you keep me next to you. You don't know about me, but I'll bet you want to. Everything will be alright if we just keep dancing like we're 22. Damn, I can't wait to do 1989. Maybe I do like this song. I feel like during my revisit to Taylor, now that I have like more context of her deeper cuts in albums, I still have like a few more albums to go, but in some of her heavy hitters like Midnight's, TTPD, I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna be revisiting these albums and like going back to certain songs that I hated that were like her radio hits and actually fucking with them. So Folklore and Evermore didn't have any songs that like I heard or like that were big hits, but like as we date back to 1989, Red, Fearless, and so on, then there'll be more songs that I know. I definitely don't know any songs on Midnight's. I don't think. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be revisiting her albums and start to, you know, groove a little bit to these songs. Okay.
Sometimes you wonder about me, and I just wanna tell you, it takes everything in me not to call you. I almost do.
Ooh, that run, man.
Say hello to you and risk another goodbye.
Some toxic fucking love.
I just wanna tell you, every time I don't, I almost do, I almost do.
Jesus. I love how this song is kind of... Are they fighting? Fuck. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. My brain is just shut off. So let's just keep going.
In my dreams, you're touching my face and asking me Wanna try again with you. And I almost did.
No, Taylor. No. I feel like we've all been there. And if you haven't, that's fine. Where you are in between, it's like a transitional purgatory state of like being in a relationship and then going through a breakup, but you still are in contact with this person, but trying not to be in contact with this person, but you still are. And you obviously you still think about them. If you go through a breakup, it feels like you're literally dying. But this song kind of ties up what that feels like. And when you're in that in-between stage.
Tired from a long, hard week. I bet you're sitting in your chair by the window.
I love the acoustics in this album. That track was okay. I feel like it was fitting for the album, but I definitely probably would skip it.
I remember when we broke up the first time,
Saying that it ain't hard enough,
cause like we hadn't seen each other
in the month
when you
said you needed space. What? Hold on. Her track listing on this album is almost damn near perfect. It's like telling a story. I don't know if this is multiple, like one relationship, but to go from I almost do to we are never getting back together. Her mind. That is just a perfect placement. And I think we had, Treacherous and I Knew You Were Trouble. Wow. And I think one of the songs before she mentioned like, oh, if I was older, she said something like, if I was older, this would have worked out or this would have been fine or whatever. And then she goes and she has the song 22. She's eating the track list up. I'm telling you, this is like her most cohesive that I've heard so far.
are never ever ever getting back together. We are never ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. But we are never ever getting back together. I used to think that we
Come on, Bridge.
forever, ever, and I used to say, never say never.
So he calls me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, this is exhausting, you know? Like, we're never getting back together. Like, ever.
No, we are never, ever.
All right, next up we have a song called Stay, Stay, Stay. Let's just jump right into it. The fuck? This sounds like the free copyright music you can use on YouTube, like the old YouTuber music. I'm still not on it yet.
I'm pretty sure we almost broke up last night. Ooh, stayed. This morning I said we
I
should
can't get behind the
talk
instrumental.
about it. And you for quite some time. You think that it's funny when I'm mad. But I think that it's best if we both stay.
I don't know, y'all. Does this song get better? It's like almost an immediate skip for me. And I'm sorry if this is one of your favorite Taylor songs. It's just not my speed at all. I'm sorry. The last time. I literally physically, I can't. Gary.
I find myself at your door, just like all those times before. I'm not sure how I got there. All roads they lead me here.
Hell yeah. Do y'all hear that? Hold on. was she going through a breakup with this album? They sound amazing together, man. What the hell? Who is this Gary Lightbody? Snow Patrol. Okay. I didn't know the lead singer. Damn, he sounds great.
This is the last time I say it's been you all along.
This is the last time
They sound so
you in my door.
This is the last time I won't hurt you anymore. This is the last time I'm asking you.
so good, man.
This is the last time I'm asking you that. Put my name.
Damn, this sounds so good.
This is the last time I'm asking you out. You break my heart.
Wow, man, that was one of my favorites. I love Gary's voice, and they sounded absolutely amazing together. Damn, and that was such a good palate cleanser after Stay Stay Stay. I literally couldn't even finish that song, because those are the type of songs that would have me turn off an entire album, like be like, I don't even want to hear what's next. But I know Taylor, and I know she has some misses, at least for me, so I like to give other things a chance before I'm like, fuck this.
I was reminiscing just the other day while having coffee all alone, and Lord, it took me away back to a first class feeling on New York time. Back when you fit my poems like a perfect rhyme. And now, and I see your face in every crowd.
I actually like the speed of this.
It was good. Never looking down.
I really like this one. It's fun.
Tonight I'm gonna dance for all that we've been through.
Girl, you better shake it off. I really like this one. I really do. It normally wouldn't be my speed, but like the way she's singing, like I really like. Wow, I really like that one. That was such an up-tempo, fun song. Traditionally, I probably wouldn't have liked it because of the instrumental, but the way that she's singing on the track, I really enjoyed this pre-chorus right here, the outro, the chorus, the bridge. Like, it's just so fun, and I feel like that track was needed. I'm definitely adding Holy Ground for sure. But this is not what was track 5? Oh, 2L, of course.
Handwritten notes deep in your pockets. Stood right by the tracks, your face in a locket. Good girls, hopeful they'll be, and long they will wait. A beautiful magic love there.
I already fuck with this so heavy already.
What a sight.
I just added it into my song.
Beautiful in dreams. I meet you in warm conversation. And we both awake in lonely beds in different cities. And you've got bunch of demons, and darling, they all look like me.
What? Oh my gosh. This whole album is so beautifully connected.
Beautiful, tragic love affair.
Sorry, y'all, I'm taking notes.
Kiss me, try to fix it. Could you just try to listen? Hang up, give up, and for the life of us, we can't get back. Beautiful, magic love here.
Dang, this might be one of my favorites on here, man.
What a sad, beautiful, tragic, beautiful, tragic, beautiful, what we had. Beautiful, tragic love affair.
Dang, that was one of my favorites as well. And I love how in this song, it's not your stereotypical like breakup song, because she is kind of being put into this vulnerable space to where she is looking at the relationship from a very fair playing field. Like, it wasn't my fault, your fault. It was kind of both of ours, and this love that we had ended tragically. But it was such a beautiful relationship. But it's that like love that feels so passionate, but you know it's not right. And I feel like that's what she's singing about here. Distance, timing, breakdown, fighting, hang up, give up, and for the life of us, we can't get back. Yeah, I hope she's okay. Who is this album about?
You had it figured out since you were in school. Everybody loves pretty, everybody loves cool. Look like a 60s queen.
I love this one too. This album is kind of similar to Folklore. I mean to Evermore.
Like them to tell you now you're the lucky one. Yeah, they'll tell you now you're the lucky one. But can you tell me now you're the lucky one? Oh, oh, oh. And your lover in the foyer doesn't even know you. And your secrets end up splashed on the news front page. Another name goes up in lights. You wonder if you'll make it out alive. And they tell you now you're the lucky one. Yeah, they tell you now you're the lucky one. Oh, oh, oh. Idiot got the hell out.
Why is she screaming like that?
They say you want oh.
Yeah, I'm reading right here because I just had to see what this song was about because it sounded like her career. It says this song tells the story of a star who had lots of achievements and disappointments in her life since she suffered a wide exposure of her secrets to the public. After these episodes, this star decided to live a more peaceful life, which one wouldn't be in the spotlight. You know, that sounds like Zayn, actually. But I do really like that song. 2 songs with this man, Taylor.
All I knew is I know something now I didn't before. And all I've seen since 18 hours ago.
I love when it's just Taylor and her vocals and a guitar.
I just wanna know, you better know, you better know, you better now. I just wanna know, you better know.
Hold on.
You better know, you better now. I just wanna know, you better know, you better know, you better now.
Is that it?
I just wanna know, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you.
They sound great
All
together.
I know is we said hello, and your eyes are looking like coming home. I know it's a simple name. Everything has changed.
This is how you collab with Ed Sheeran.
And all my walls stood tall, painted blue.
sounds great on this too.
I'll take him down, and open up the door for you.
And all I feel in the stomach is butterflies, the beautiful kind, making up the lost time, taking flight, making me feel like, oh, you better now. I just wanna know, you better know, you better know, you better now. I just wanna know, you better know, you better know, you better know.
Melody
I just
Queen.
wanna know, you know, you know, you.
The evidence. And Ed's voice really suits Taylor's very well in this song.
You better know, you better now. I just wanna know you, know you, know you. All I know is beside her love, and your eyes look like I know is a newfound grace. All my days I'll know your face. All I know since yesterday is everything has changed.
That was an unexpectedly good track coming from Taylor and Ed, because the last song I heard with them two, In Future on Reputation, I just didn't, I think it was In Game, I just didn't like it at all. But they sound very well balanced in this track, and Ed Sheeran is not overpowering Taylor, Taylor's not overpowering him. It's like the all-around perfect duet, honestly. And that was, yeah, that was a good track. That was an amazing track. Second favorite track on the album so far, for sure.
The whole place was dressed to the nines, and we were dancing, dancing, like we're made of starlight, like we're made of starlight.
Are we gonna pick it up?
I'm with Bobby on the boardwalk.
You're teasing me.
Picks me up late one night out the window. We
Summer
were
of 45.
crazy, running wild.
Starlight is a song that Taylor wrote about Ethel and Bobby Kennedy while imagining the night they had by a picture she saw. That is so cool. Wait, let me see the photo. Okay.
The whole place was dressed to the nines, and we were dancing, dancing, like we're made of stars.
I love her songwriting
Like we're made of stars.
and the things that she chooses to be a part of the songs and the inspiration that she draws from different places and people. I love it.
Can't change. You spend your whole life singing the blues.
I love that.
Thinking that way. He was trying. Don't you see the stars?
It was subtle, but it was there.
Like, oh my, what a marvelous tune. It was the best night. Never would forget how we moved. The whole place was dressed to the nines, and we were dancing, dancing. Ooh, dancing with me. Ooh, ooh, we could get
Hold on.
married, have 10 kids, and teach them how to dream. Oh my, what a marvelous tune. It was the best night. Never would forget how we moved.
I like Starlight as well. I mean, we're gearing up to have a perfect run between after Stay Stay Stay. We've got The Last Time, Holy Ground, Sad Beautiful Tragic, The Lucky One, Everything Has Changed, and then Starlight. We're gonna be ending it on Begin Again, just because I heard someone commented and said that would be the best song to end in for a two-part.
Took a deep breath in the mirror. He didn't like it when I wore high heels, but I do. He always said he didn't get this song, but I do. I do. I walk to you.
I love this.
You pull my chair
Man,
and
the middle of this album's very
I
solid.
don't know how nice that is, but I do. I think it's strange that you think I'm funny, 'cause
this my favorite? No.
He said, but you throw your head back laughing like a little kid. I think it's strange that you think I'm funny, cause he never did. On a Wednesday in a cafe, I watched it begin again.
Oh my god. I really like this song.
Then we walked down the block to my car, and I almost brought him up. But you start to talk about the movies that your family watches. About the
Do y'all see that gnat? Please come back by so I can kill you.
on a Wednesday in a cafe, I watched it begin again.
I really like that track. That's also one of my favorites on this album so far. I'm very excited to see where she goes for the rest of this album and also all of the vault tracks, because we do have a lot to get through besides the All Too Well 10. I'm excited for that Phoebe Bridge. Did I get him? I got him. I got him, and you will suffer because of me. At least for this first half of this album, I think that it's solid. It's actually more than solid. It's good. It's just after coming from Folklore and Evermore, it's very hard for me to digest anything else. But there's a lot of different songs from this album in particular that like I absolutely love. Begin Again, Starlight, Everything Has Changed, The Lucky Ones, Sad, Beautiful, Tragic was amazing. All Too Well 10, Red, State of Grace. Yeah, those, I think the only like absolute like skip is Stay, Stay, Stay. And that may be some of you guys' favorites, but it's just, I don't know, it's just not up my alley. I need to completely finish it to get a real feel for how I feel about it, because I can't judge it off of it being, you know, cut in half, essentially. Leave a comment, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment letting me know what are your favorite tracks from this album. If I have not gotten to them yet, just wait for part 2, because that will for sure be up. Probably sometime next week. What do you enjoy about this album, and where would you place it in Taylor Swift's discography? As of right now, I have it above Reputation but below Folklore, and y'all know Evermore is my number 1, still is. Some days it's Folklore, but most days it's Evermore. Tell me guys how you guys feel about this album. So far, I like it. I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. Turn on that notification bell. Hit that Patreon, become a part of our family that we're building over there. If you think about subscribing, you're already here, might as well stay for a while. All right, goodbye.